compare and contrast two creation myths, the Genesis and Enuma Elish myths. But before we start, let us first identify what a creation myth is. So, the myth of creation is the symbolic narrative of how the world began and how people first came to inhabit it. There are many different creation myths that have been passed down from generation to generation, and the Enuma Elish and Genesis are just some examples of this. Now, let us proceed comparing and contrasting our creation myths. One of the first things that we will notice in these myths is that they are all based on gods. Aside from that, each myth has an evil entity that plays a big part in the myth. Each myth's evil entity loses their battle to the story. None of them achieve what they wanted, which shows that good always overcomes evil, even though there are conflicts raised from it. Both myths also imply that there was nothing in the beginning. From the Genesis creation myth, we can see that it states in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. For the myth of Enuma Elish, it also indicates that in the beginning, only water and the mist that hovered around it existed. Moreover, in Genesis myth, everything was created in 7 days. Also, in Genesis, sonship or slightly lesser than godship is conferred on human beings. Meanwhile, in Enuma Elish myth, it is recorded on 7 tablets, and humans are created from the blood of Kingu, an evil figure that is why their eternal enslavement to gods is more than skin deep. Furthermore, each myth has a lot of similarities as well as differences, but they all tell a story on how things were created. And from comparing and contrasting the Genesis and Enuma Elish creation myths, we can learn how good will always outweigh evil even though it is always in the world. And that's our discussion for today. I hope you learned a lot. Thank you so much for listening.